Well, let's get this started. This is the top 100 films, all my choices. First time I did anything like this in regards to movies. I'll probably do a video today, one tomorrow, Tuesday, one Wednesday, and one Thursday, and I'll do the top 100. Now, most of these are no particular order. But I do like these movies, and these movies, to me, you can watch these over and over again without, maybe you can't watch it again tomorrow, but you can watch it, a month from now or 6 months from now, but you can watch it, and all these are all watchable, and some of them are on my top 100 for my own personal reasons, and when I went and seen it at the show and who I was with, and there's movies like that in this top 100. So let's get started. Number 100. Number 100. Well, let's stop. Pinky. 1949. Gene Crane and Ethel Barrymore. Number 99. The Thing from Another Planet. 1951. That's when, they're out in the Arctic and it's cold, right? And you find this spaceship frozen in the ice, and they take this thing back to where they're working from. Of course, we know what happens. This thing thaws out. Yeah, so that Thing from Another Planet. 98 is Room for One More, 1952, starring Cary Grant and Betsy Drake, who was his wife at this time. I think they made another movie a year later after this one, and it's about adoption. Yes, she adopts children. It's a fun movie. Yeah, so there you go. So 1952, Room for One More, Cary Grant and Betsy Drake. In Cold Blood is number 97, Robert Blake and Scott Wilson. These two guys, young guys, go to this farmhouse because they heard that this person in this farmhouse has lots of money just sitting in his basement. They just gotta go there and steal it, take all the money and bugger off. Well, that didn't happen. So this is a very good movie. Based on a true story. In Cold Blood, Robert Blake. Number 96, The Human Comedy, Mickey Rooney. Takes place in the Second World War. He delivers, letters and posts and mail. Mail letters. Yeah, he delivers it. He's a teenager riding around his bike, and he goes to people's houses. Mickey Rooney, 1943, The Human Comedy. Number 95 is Our Vines Have Tender Grapes, 1945. About a father and his young daughter. And, well, she also has a mother. But this stars Edward G. Robinson and Margaret O'Brien. Margaret O'Brien was in a lot of movies when she was young. And every one of them her parts, and every one of them were fabulous. Our Vines Have Tender Grapes. Yep, just a story about living in a house and getting your dad tries to get you things and does things for you and makes you happy. Your dad having a daughter and he does things for her to make her happy. Tries to do things. Anyway, that's Our Vines Have Tender Grapes, 1945. Number 94 would be A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Very good book, too, if you ever read it. 1945, Dorothy McGuire. a family lives in a tenement. They live on the third floor. And the girl tries to go to school, wants to go to this school that very well she really can't afford to go to the schools, but she does. And her dad's an alcoholic. He's drunk all the time. And he tries to find work and things don't work out for him. So, very good movie. You haven't seen this one, watch it, you'll like it. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, 1945. I try not to make this video too long. And the next one is number 93, and we all know this one, Dirty Harry. First Dirty Harry movie with Clint Eastwood, 1971. Yeah. You know, that guy said, "Go ahead, punk, make my day." Yeah, you're counting how many bullets I have or how many I shot. That kind of movie. This guy, Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood, yeah. Number 92 would be The Poseidon Adventure, 1972, the original one. Yes, with Gene Hackman and Shelley Winters. Thinking about Shelley the last few days. Yes, and Poseidon Adventure, when the ship turns upside down and they have to reach to the top, and all these people are trying to get from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom, something like that. Anyway, they got to go through all these obstacles and stuff and trying to get out of the boat that turned upside down. So this is a very good movie, The Poseidon Adventure, 1972. Now, number 91 would be American Graffiti, 1973. Richard Dreyfuss. Teenagers. At the end of summer, they have to go to college. They're leaving to go to college. Wolfman Jack's in it too. A lot of great tunes. If you haven't seen American Graffiti, watch it. 1973. Number 90 would be Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, 1982. Ricardo Montalban. Yes, him. Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan. Number 89, On the Beach. Gregory Peck, Ava Gardner. A very good movie. It's the end of the world. And they're setting in Australia in a mist that's traveling across the ocean. In a few months, it's going to reach Australia. Gregory Peck is the commander of a submarine. Ava Gardner is a young lady, in Australia, and takes her out. Even though he's married, they don't do anything, but the book is very good. You got to read the book too. If you've seen On the Beach and read the book, it's like... So, On the Beach, Gregory Peck, 1959. Sad movie. Get the Kleenex out. All right, moving on. I can't talk too much about these movies. Robert Mitchum, The Night of the Hunter. He's a mean bastard. Yeah. He's in jail. This guy's in jail, and he got caught money. The guy hid the money. He's saying, "Where did you hide the money?" Anyway, he goes and sees where this guy lived at. This guy's got a couple of kids and a wife. He ends up marrying the guy's wife, Shelley Winters. She plays a good part in this one, very good. And the two kids, great little actress, an actor, I should say. Robert Mitchum. And when he screams in this, it goes right through your friggin' ear. It hurts. Anyway, let's get it on. Number 87. It Happened One Night. Claudette Colbert and Clark Gable. 1934. Best Picture. Anyway, these two. Yeah. She runs away. She doesn't want to get married, as far as I know. Is that right? Anyway, she runs away. She meets Clark on the bus, right? So they meet each other in the bus. It's hilarious. He only got a few bucks to spend. But anyway, It Happened One Night. Great movie. The other one, 1938, You Can't Take It With You. Jimmy Stewart and Jean Arthur. Jean Arthur lives with her family in a big house. And Jimmy Stewart's father and a bunch of people that he knows are trying to buy up all the houses in the neighborhood and tear them down and build big condominiums. Something like that. Anyway, You Can't Take It With You, 1938. Jimmy Stewart and Jean Arthur. Oh, here's a good one right here. Laura. Gene Turney and Dana Andrews. She looks gorgeous in a picture hanging on the wall. Killed his bride. Dana Andrews falls in love with a goddamn picture hanging on the wall. Anyway, Laura, 1944. A film noir. Film noir. Here's another one, number 84. Life with Father, 1947. He's got a lot of kids. William Powell and Irene Dunn. It's a fun movie. Lives in a big house. He counts things. Anyway, let's go. Number 83. All About Eve, 1950. Betty Davis and Ann Baxter. Betty Davis is an actress, what do you call it, on the plays, the plays. And Ann Baxter steps in, she gets off the bus and she gets involved with Betty Davis, and Ann Baxter wants to be an actress too, also on stage. So yeah, it gets interesting. All About Eve, 1950. Here we go, right here. Number 82. Shane! Shane, come back, Shane! Shane! Alan Ladd. Yeah, he's still stepping on boxes and, trying to get as tall as everybody else. But very good movie, Shane. He's a gunslinger, but he doesn't really, he doesn't want to do it anymore, right? So he's working on a farm with his husband and wife team with the little boy, right? So he's helping them out, he's doing his part, and, picking up hay and throwing it around and stuff like that, right? And there's this bad guy, these guys in town, right? They're killing everybody. They want the farms. They're doing all this nasty shit. But these two are trying to, stay out of it. You know what I mean? But they can't. So Shane has to go into town and take care of business. So Shane, 1953, a good Western. Here we go, number 81. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho. She steals money, she buggers off, hits the road, she comes to a hotel, right? She has to spend the night somewhere, so she knocks on the door. Yeah, we can put you up, would you like a sandwich? So, there you go. And, most of us know Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho. And if you haven't seen it, well, dig it out and watch it, or buy it, or do something. There's another one, The Wild Bunch. 1969, William Holden and Robert Ryan. It's getting kind of old now. These guys are getting kind of old to be running around the neighborhood robbing banks and stuff, right? So, Robert Ryan used to be in with the boys, right? But now he's a detective, a cop. He's chasing after them and stuff. And so they rob banks. It's the 1900s or whatever, right? And, those days are kind of, getting behind them. They're a little tired now, getting a little old, so now they head off to the hills, and they try to run to this Mexican town, and they get there, and all hell breaks loose. So, yeah, if you haven't seen The Wild Bunch, watch it. People get shot in it, though, just in case, I'm telling you. And this one, number 79. Stop it. 79. Easy Rider, Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper. I seen this at the show when it first came out on the big screen. Yeah, Born to Be Wild. Great movie. Want to smoke some dope? Anyway, if you haven't seen this one, watch it. And this one here, Sunset Boulevard. I just watched this, the other day, last week sometime. Gloria Swanson and William Holden. Yes, him again. 1950. Oh, see, this is 1950, and The Wild Bunch was 1969. But here we got a, what do you call it, a screenwriter that hasn't written too many movies or screenwriting, ends up running to her house and parking his car in the garage because they're trying to, the people that want their car back are trying to hook up with him and take the car back because he's missing his payments. Anyway, he ends up living with her, and he's helping her to write a movie. And she's giving him all kinds of stuff, you know, like clothes and suits and stuff like that, yeah. So she's a little bit of a wacko, and he's taking advantage of it. Good movie, though. Sunset Boulevard. And what one's this? This one's 77. The great Ziegfeld, Feld, I should say. Ziegfeld. Feld? Yeah. Anyway, musical. William Powell. There's William Powell again. Yeah. Minor Lloyd, is that how you say her name? She was in a lot of those Thin Man movies. They made a lot of movies together, these two. Yeah. Anyway, it's based on a true story about him, you know, writing, musicals and stuff like that from a younger age to his older age. Best Picture, 1936. If you haven't seen this, watch it. And the last one for this video, today's video, is, did you see that? Full Metal Jacket. 1987. I seen this at the show too this was a couple of years ago at the show. But man, this movie is like, holy moly. If you haven't seen this one, Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket, starring Matthew Modine, Adam Baldwin, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Lee Emery. Alright, I'll rip off your head and shit down your throat. Anyway, Monday, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the next few days, doing the rest of the videos, the movies, Top 100. Now, if I did another Top 100 next year, Top 100 films, some of these could be different again, right? So, we all know that. Everybody knows that. You can't have a Top 100. But this is a pretty good version. A lot of these movies would be in my Top 100 again next year. There's a few that might change, but that's it. So thanks, Ian. You got me making a video. Talk to you later, movie lovers.